It's not always fun and games for first responders.
05 Central, you show me in pursuit.
But sometimes it is.
Oh my God, he's not wearing pants again.
Sometimes it's dangerous.
Flipping around, look out, look out, look out.
Sometimes it's not.
Antler Boulevard for a snake in a house.
And sometimes it's just plain stupid.
Chihuahua in his lap on a lawnmower.
This is the stupid side of first response.
Dispatch, do I really have to go to that?
This is Code 0.5.
And jalapenos and cheese. Oh, so good. So good.
Who made it?
Reg made it. It's amazing.
I don't know what she's talking about.
No, it's great. Just the right amount of spice.
Oh, is it spicy?
Mm-hmm. Oh. You don't like spicy stuff?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, remember I sent her because I was asking them to.
You don't like the hot sauce. You don't like hot sauce.
I mean, look at my husband, and obviously I don't like anything hot.
Wow.
Well, hey, it's Jason and my co-host Rich. This is Victory Brand Studios.
Oh.
Yeah, we've been recording and just letting y'all talk. And you know, I was fixing to say, you know, I'm kind of glad we brought the wives. This has been fun. Been laughing. Nope, just ruined that one.
Hell yeah.
You give me crap all the time.
Mm.
And it's justified. You deserve it.
I fell asleep in the car one day, and he put a pencil in my mouth and took a picture.
We went on
a pencil.
I'm pretty sure you've got a whole album of her just sleeping.
I'd have a whole album of you sleeping.
Because I'd be putting work in.
I'm not going to say nothing.
Exactly. Mr. 8 to 4.
See, when we went on our cruise, I was able to get, they said they were Cuban cigars, but I don't know if they really were. But when she fell asleep, I had that jacket with me, and I was frantically trying to find it because I saved one just for a photo like that, and I can't find what I did. I can't find it. I don't know what I did with it.
I don't think we were able to take them with us.
But I was going to hang a cigar out of her mouth while she was asleep. I could have swore I was able to bring some back.
I don't think so, because
Not
when
a
we
Cuban.
checked in at customs.
Yeah, they kind of frown on that.
Oh, speaking of customs, we went on a cruise one time, and this was when was Trump in office? I can't. Anyway, we get back off the cruise and we go through customs. It's an ordeal. They look through your stuff, make sure you're not smuggling anything in. They want to see if you got any alcohol. They want to see what it is and how much. Biden's in office. There's a table sitting there with 2 customs agents. That's it. And they said, y'all buy any alcohol that you brought with you? And I'm like, no, just jacking with them. They're like, okay. I'm like, no, we really did. We've got 2 bottles here. Oh, okay. Well, how big are they? They didn't want to see them or nothing.
Nope.
I was like, oh, like this big. And they're like, okay, like $7. I'm like, okay, I got a midget and he's stuffed full of cocaine in this bag too, but whatever. See ya.
Now that'll be 20. And
I mean, they didn't check
here's your
nothing.
tax stamp.
I was like, holy crap, I mean, we could have gone on there and gotten whatever we wanted and come back, and there's the custom agents.
Did you know in Mexico you can buy anything?
Oh, yeah.
Like crazy.
Oh, yeah, we get off the boat on one of the ports, and she goes, I want to go to a pharmacy.
Bet.
I'm like, what the hell for? Or a drugstore, whatever she called it.
I just wanted to see because I'd heard all this stuff about how you can buy anything in Mexico, and you really can.
Yeah, even I was
Anything.
amazed. I was like, what the heck? We don't need a prescription? No.
No, you don't need a prescription.
Did you get you some of
Anything.
that hydroxychloroquine or whatever?
Oh, we ain't got nothing.
No, it was really expensive though. Everything was really expensive.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm getting the Renix. And you know,
See?
they have these things, and I was actually thinking about getting them because of him. They call them cough buttons.
We need
But
one.
instead of it plugging into your mic, it goes into a button here and then comes up in your mic where you can temporarily mute your mic so you can cough or whatever, and then you can turn it back on.
Oh, yeah. Why don't we not have that technology?
I don't know. I'd permanently mute when he comes over here. So,
Well, I could see that'd be a good thing.
who was it that was like bickering with each other? Was it? No, it was you and Renix.
About what?
I started an episode and y'all two were bickering at each other, and I just let it record, and y'all two were griping at each other.
It was him and Renix.
You're a bastard.
Yeah, but that's some of the fun stuff.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand what it's like to be with him 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Worse
We
than,
eat dinner together. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, you were there because I made them McGriddles that one time.
Oh, that one time.
That one time.
He showed up when Rich was working. the
Oh, yeah.
grill.
Yeah, I'll tell you how big of a bastard he is. So I didn't know, like, I've never messed with no freaking hash browns before on a griddle. You know what I'm
Oh.
saying? Didn't know nothing about it. So I
It's kind
like,
of tough.
thank you.
It's
I
really
screwed
not.
up.
It's easy.
I'm over here
Says a
minding.
person that can't make a hot dog.
Yeah, I'm over here. Got him. Like, I watched a couple TikToks and I'm like, okay, I can handle that. Doing this thing. And they're like taking forever. Renix is over there. He's just over there shooting the shit. And I'm like, God dang, what is going on? So I like move him around and nothing's happening. I'm like, what the fuck? So I look at it and I'm like, gotta look like I'm doing something because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So I was like, oh, okay. So I spray oil at it. All of a sudden things start happening. And he's like, yeah, I was going to say, you might want to. I was like, you shut up, dude. He's like, I was like, what'd you do? Go to Hash Brown College or something?
He probably did.
Yeah, I mean, he knows his way around a freaking
Griddle.
McDonald's hash brown, I'm sure.
Yeah, whenever I make them, it seems like you have to cook them forever before
See?
they brown up.
Exactly. That's what I thought.
That never happens for me.
And I'll put a little oil on there and then a little bit of butter, thinking that it would help.
Yeah.
It takes forever.
Nothing.
Mine are perfect every time.
Air fryer. Air fryer.
Cap.
He's like, oh, wait, I can use it. Cap. Nice.
What does that mean?
Cap.
Yeah.
It's like calling
Lies.
BS. Lies.
No, mine are perfect every time. Every time I deliver them from McDonald's, they're perfectly
No.
crisp
Oh.
and
Okay. Yeah.
warm. And
Mm-hmm. See that?
Yeah, I told you the bean story, didn't I?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's what it was. Those are supposed to be soft, not like rocks. My daughter bit into those, and she made this face, and I was like, "What's wrong?" She goes, "They're hard."
Mm.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had to add water.
Hey, self-marinating.
They smell really good.
Yeah, so did Holly until she tried to kill us.
I'm not the cook.
So what was that? Bouillon? How you say it?
Chicken.
Bouillon powder or whatever.
Yeah, that stuff. She don't even like that word. You can't even say the word bouillon around her.
When she coughs, is there still powder that comes up?
Oh yeah.
It's been a month since that, and I still have nightmares. I can't even work out at the gym like I used to.
All because you inhaled that powder. Powder.
Yes. It messed me up. You
Have-
don't understand.
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
man. When she gets out of the shower, it smells like somebody's making ramen in there.
All right.
Well, I'm sure y'all done the fireman thing. Have you ever gone to a house and actually inhaled some of the smoke?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Dude, man, I went to that house because it was like real close to me and I was off
Mhm.
and drove over there, and there was a woman that was trapped inside,
Ooh.
and I didn't have nothing to go in there. And I kicked down that door, tried to go in there. Dude, that freaking hurts whenever you're trying to breathe and that smoke gets to you.
Mm.
Damn, I don't know if it's the same as bouillon powder or whatever.
Oh no, I guess I'm just built different. It's got to be done.
So
Just do it.
with that 55-gallon drum of that powder stuff,
Dude, we
what
got
are you doing with that?
Bouillon powder for days.
I've never cooked or used any of that stuff
Don't
because I was like, well, what the hell do you use it? I want
everything.
to use-
She puts that shit on everything. Actually, no, she won't even look at it anymore.
She probably threw it out in the front yard. To hell with this.
She don't mess with it. She won't. She thought it was a great idea at first, but now, no. Do you know that albuterol makes some people shake
Yes, it's a
What-
side effect.
profusely?
Yes.
Yeah, she was like looking like Moo's twin that one day. Took that breathing treatment. I've got video. It was bad. She was like trying to type on a computer. We're talking Michael J. Fox level of shaking here.
Really?
Yes, dude, it was bad. I was worried. I was like, wow.
Did you go to the doctor?
Yeah. I had to get an inhaler. I was on a breathing treatment machine for a week.
Dang.
Like it,
Oh, it messed her up.
seriously, I had to have lung steroids that I had to breathe in. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I call her now, is a lunger.
I keep laughing because I'm envisioning y'all two like sitting next to each other on the couch and watching TV, and all of a sudden she coughs, and then like this powder comes out of her.
Yeah.
Well, about 3 weeks after it happened, I finally started being able to cough up stuff, like gross stuff, out of my lungs.
Couldn't have been gross. It was chicken flavored.
It was gross. And it caused like this reaction
Oh,
in
yeah.
my mouth where my cheeks swelled and my
Dang.
tongue swelled.
That crap messed you up.
Mhm.
Like I had to go to the doctor again, and she made me do this baking soda thing to try to neutralize my, I don't know, but that stuff is horrible. Horrible.
Yeah. It's got silicone dioxide in it.
So
It's some kind of some kind of additive in it. And if you look up the MSDS on chicken powder, it's actually quite interesting.
now is that the stuff that like keeps it from getting moist or something?
Yeah, some kind of like anti-caking agent, I guess, that's in it. But in the MSDS on it, that stuff, man, if it gets loose or like if there's some big massive breakout of chicken powder, you're supposed to evacuate the area and not come back in unless you have like SCBA. It's real. Chicken powder is.
Are you having flashbacks? Are you all right over there? I'm trying not to laugh. You don't look real happy. Tasha's dying.
I'm telling you, I had to switch even like my coffee creamer because whenever I was pouring the powder into my coffee, like it
Y'all
would
stop laughing. Dang.
literally cause serious problems.
She won't even make like Kraft macaroni and cheese no more. Anything that has to do with a powder,
Seasoning.
she can't.
Even seasoning with like seasoned salt.
Here she goes.
Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't.
I can't stop thinking about him saying the ramen thing in the shower.
I literally could not breathe. Could not breathe.
I'm sorry I'm laughing, but it's funny.
She'll be browning hamburger meat, and she'll just like have to step away for a minute and be like, "It's time, isn't it?" And she'll be like, "Yes, go season." All the way.
Oh, really?
All the way in the living room. Yes. She was nothing to do with it, dude.
I'm really trying to take this serious.
I'm being serious.
Like it's really that bad that you won't even get in your seasoning and stuff.
Yes.
I'm sorry. It's
Dude,
not
she
funny.
brought
I'm
home.
sorry.
She brought home some. She went on the monster mission the other night. Monster mission was
You're a
'cause I was
bastard.
on call.
Yeah.
So I was on call,
Sending
and
her out at 1 a.m. to find
it
a
wasn't
monster.
1 a.m.
Oh, 3.
And
sorry.
the boy needed to learn how to night drive anyway.
At 1 a.m.
So they go off and they come back with they didn't come back with any monsters, but it was cool because they came back with like this wide selection of like let me say that, like Mexican candy, I guess.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Try to be respect. I don't know how you would say that, but anyway, it's just that. And so we're all like taste testing this stuff, you know, and there's like, you never realize how many like actually like powdered candies there are. There's several different. I mean, I was like, I don't think you should be even near that. There's like there's a freaking sriracha powder. And she was like she was like holding it back here, trying to see what it smelled like. She wouldn't go, like that, put it in front of her face. She had it like back here and was like trying to make
Like it, was it painful in your lungs? And I mean,
Yes. My nasal cavity, my lungs, my throat, my esophagus, everything. Everything. Things are just now getting back to normal.
We'll have more coming up on Code 0.5.
If you're looking for a political podcast that goes beyond the headlines, check out the Beltway Briefing. I'm Howard Schweitzer, CEO of Cozen O'Connor Public Strategies. Every week on the Beltway Briefing, our team of former Republican and Democratic presidential appointees, Capitol Hill veterans, and political advocates shares behind-the-scenes perspective that cuts through the noise. If you want the inside scoop, subscribe now to the Beltway Briefing here or wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah. And we've adjusted to the chicken taste when we kiss. So,
My God.
y'all can't see this, but Tasha's really trying to keep her shit together right now.
my little marshmallow pea.
She's probably happy because we're laughing at somebody else besides her. Yep, there we go. I put a stop to it.
There we go. I'm getting the death
I was
stare
going to
over
say
here.
something. Well, at least she hadn't done anything like almost catch the house on fire, but I think somebody else caught a shed on fire or something.
Oh.
That escalated
Is
quickly.
that what we're talking about now?
No, I didn't bring nothing up.
Oh, what about the 2x4 story?
Oh, yeah.
No.
No, I was like, holy shit, she's freaking tough. What happened with
look.
that?
Right here. See this spot? That is from the 2x4.
How long ago was this?
It's been some
A
months.
year
Yeah.
since last July.
Yeah, that one.
The
I'm
shed
pretty
burnt
serious.
down, and I was cleaning up the shed
Oh,
rubble, and there was a 2x4 that was burned, and I was stomping it to get it to break in half, and the other side, it finally broke, and the other side flew up and got me in the face.
that wasn't what I was envisioning.
Got her in the face, i.e. knocked her out cold.
It did, yeah.
It did knock you out?
Dude, she came too.
Holy
When she
crap.
came in the house, she was like trying to grab for the
No.
walls and shit. Like,
My boy had to come and get me.
when she
He had
came
to
in, she
walk
laid
me
on the
in
floor.
house.
And at first, she's like, "Oh, I got myself with a 2x4," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that'll hurt," like,
Blood
okay, let her.
dripping down my cheek, and
And then she's like, "No, I was unconscious." I was like, "Damn."
How long had you been out there? Were you at home?
yeah,
I don't remember.
yeah, you were home, and then you left to go to work.
Don't look at me like that.
I had a concussion, cracked cheekbone.
Well,
There was another story I wanted to ask her about. I can't remember what it was now.
no, this can't be good.
I can't remember. When we stop recording, I'll freaking remember.
Yeah,
it.
you gotta remember it then.
Oh, the one story where I can't remember if I asked you on the podcast or if it was we were just talking, but I was like, hey, has your wife ever gone and done something, then come back in the house and been like, hey, where's your, drill at or whatever? And you said, well, mine was outside to go feed the chickens, and then came back in and was like, where's the chainsaw? Or I can't get the chainsaw to start.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes.
I mean, yeah. I use all the power tools.
Yes.
Well, she came in and was trying to open the gun safe and was like, where's your shotgun or something like that. I was like,
You
what?
need to kill that dog.
I'm trying.
I will bring over my bear traps. I have several.
Bear traps. I'm going to come home one day and these two are going to be laid in the yard with twigs and stuff stuffed in their hair and face paint on. What the hell y'all doing? Shut up. We're hunting.
Did Jason tell you about our corgi?
Getting attacked? Yes.
Like, we had to take her to the vet. It was terrible. She had to have antibiotics, steroids, this cream, this spray.
Do you know who owns that dog?
So,
Stray.
yeah, it's been there for a year, and we don't feed it. And I'm pretty sure it's pregnant right now.
Uh-oh.
Still.
But, you know, it attacked my corgi, and then it attacked Anna. But it got Anna really bad. Like, I mean, we had to call the emergency line and everything. It was really bad. She wouldn't leave the house. She like just laid under the bed for days.
And it killed all your chickens last year.
Yes.
Didn't it?
And yes.
Yeah. That dog needs to go.
I think I told him.
It's a vicious dog.
I remember I told you about that. And she was like, don't you tell Rich. And I was like, why? And she's like, because they'll be mad at me because all those chickens. I'm like, it wasn't your fault.
No, it's a bastardized dog.
No, it's not your fault.
There's something wrong with that dog.
I'm telling you, we need to get together.
Why don't you make like a special meatball?
We did.
Oh. It didn't work?
Nope.
Dang.
Yeah, that dog's. Good Lord, don't even want that dog.
I'm telling you, it's freaking Satan's dog.
The good thing is, like, if the kids walk out there, it runs away. Because that's the other thing I was worried about.
We're attacking one of the kids.
Yeah. But
Special.
And I can't. Couldn't do it.
Well, we didn't talk about any cop stuff, but
No.
it's about time to do your dumb criminal.
Oh, yeah.
Criminal.
Here we go. Stupid criminal.
Instead of talking about our wives.
Making fun of your wife.
I'm making fun.
Don't worry, there will be hell to pay later, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. So police in Laverton, Australia, reported that two geniuses tried to steal gas from a tour bus as it was parked overnight. They used the old tried and true siphoning method. Unfortunately for them, they picked the wrong tank. Instead of the fuel tank, the suspects put the hose in the waste tank and sucked up raw sewage instead of gas. They were easy to find. Police just searched for the two guys with really bad breath. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What is that movie called? Where that slave or whatever makes the pie for the woman and she's eating it, wanting her to like, she's like, I don't know if it's like a slavery thing or if it's a maid or something. She makes a pie for.
it's called The Help.
Yeah, she makes that pie for this woman that's mean as hell to her. And then she's like, how does that taste or something? She's like, what? And she goes, because you're eating my shit.
Oh, God.
It's a good movie.
Oh, yeah. She started watching it, and I was like, oh, my gosh, I don't want to see it. But when I got to that part, I was like, this is the best movie ever.
Dude. Oh, have y'all started watching that documentary on Netflix? About that Murdaugh dude?
I started it today, but don't tell me anything about it.
Oh, we're going to have to have a round table on that one.
You know, I like true crime.
No, I've been watching The Last of Us, and The Mandalorian started over.
Oh, yeah, it did, didn't it?
He's
Shut up.
special.
We do not like anything the same.
Yeah, I don't know why we're married.
God dang.
That hurt. That hurt me for you.
Like, I like science fiction and stuff like that where she just wants to watch true crime all the time. I think she's trying to figure out how to kill me and get away with it.
I think she's already got that figured out. It's just the time.
Well,
Time
she's
is
got a
gonna be
friend,
right.
too, that all the time they're telling me that they know how to get rid of a body
Yep.
and pigs or something. And
And I've solved several crimes, and I've even went to a detective class. So
That would be fun.
it was.
yeah, did I tell you this? She went into a class about, I guess it was like investigating deaths or something.
It was called emergency management.
And she goes in there and she goes, I think we're in the wrong room. It's like, why? And she goes, because there's a bunch of cops in here.
It was pretty interesting. We stayed.
Training's training.
Too bad you don't have a cough button.
I know. I wish somebody buy me a cough button.
Maybe that's something Renix could chip in for.
This thing will have a cough button on it.
Speaking of EOD, maybe you want to take her in saying that crazy shit. All right, we'll do my traffic thing, then we'll let everybody get off
Renix.
here. They're probably tired of hearing us. All we've been doing is bickering with each other.
Oh, freaking Renix. All he spends his money on is Bath and Body Works.
And aerosol can icing.
Yes.
All right, we're not attorneys. This ain't legal advice, and this is Oklahoma, and this one's kind of lame. I just read one says that you're required to have a speedometer in your vehicle. Anyway, obstruction to the steering wheel.
Do what?
Says no vehicle shall be operated which exhibits jamming, roughness, or binding when turning the wheels from full right to full left. Listen to this. Have you ever gotten into a car that needs some front end work and there's a little bit of play in the steering wheel?
Right, yeah.
Okay, you would think that like 2 inches of play would probably be way too much to be in there.
Oh, yeah, any guy would. Go ahead.
It says no vehicle shall operate if the steering wheel has more than 6 inches of play if the steering wheel is 18 inches or less. 6 inches.
Can you believe that?
That's a lot of play.
That is a lot of play.
If it's bigger than 18 inches, you get 8 inches of play.
See, super size.
All this sounds bad. If it's bigger than 18 inches, you got 8 inches of play there.
Yeah. maybe 8.5.
No vehicle shall be operated if any power steering pump is inoperative or is not properly operating. So it's a requirement to have power steering.
Really?
Yeah, if the pump's not operating. Now on older vehicles that don't have power steering,
Right.
it doesn't.
Yeah. I was gonna say, man, because my neighbor got like this 1938 Dodge. Thing's freaking sweet. But it's got like a gearbox instead of a power steering pump.
But if you got 8 inches of play, that's too much.
This is what, yeah.
You are welcome. You're not getting too much.
Barely get 3.
Oh.
Yikes.
You set me up for that.
I don't know what to say. What the heck was that? Is she trying to keep from laughing? Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll still publish this.
No.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Later.
You have been listening to Code 0.5, the lighter side of police work. If you have ideas or suggestions for our show, we'd love to hear from you. Visit our website at code05.co. That's code05.co. And please consider making a donation at our Patreon page, patreon.com/code05. Be sure to use the digits 05. Thanks for listening to Code 0.5.